Hello students, I am Assistant Professor Yasvi Shezare from Agricultural Engineering Department, and this is the third topic from SC 217, okay, and it includes study of construction material for the greenhouse. As we know that a greenhouse maintains the favorable climate suitable for crop growing, okay, and this objective needs to be achieved at an affordable cost, okay. So we have to study about construction material of the greenhouse, okay. Now the greenhouse structure should be light, yet it should be strong enough to withstand certain forces or loads, okay. There are different types of loads or forces which acts upon the greenhouse, like load due to its own weight, then wind load, snow load, crop load, etc. okay. Then the greenhouses are considered to be semi-permanent structures and should be designed for a service life at least 15 to 25 years, okay. Now there are some minimum values of greenhouse design loads, and we know that there are different types of loads, and those values are given here in kg per meter square. So let's see the first load, that is dead load, and examples for that: pipe frame, then here is truss frame, lapped glass, hanging baskets are the example of dead load, okay. And the minimum value for that in case of pipe frame, that should be 10 kg per meter square, and for truss frame, lapped glasses, that should be 25 kg per meter square, and last one, that is hanging basket, and value for that should be 20 kg per meter square, okay. Now the second type of load, that is live load, and it should be 25 kg per meter square. Minimum value for the live load, that should be 25 kg per meter square, okay. Then third load, that is snow load, but for heated greenhouse, those greenhouses which are already provided with suitable arrangement of the heaters, okay. And for that the value should be 75 kg per meter square, okay. Now last type of load, that is wind load, and it depends upon the prevailing wind speed, okay. Now maximum recommended live load of about 68 kg per square of covered ground area, okay. This is live load recommended value for the cover ground area, that should be 68 kg per square, okay. And a greenhouse should be designed to resist a wind velocity of about 100 km per hour. This is important sentence. A greenhouse should be designed to resist a wind velocity of about 100 km per hour, okay. Now wind load is affected by wind break, then opening of greenhouse, wind direction, shape of the greenhouse. These factors affects on the wind load, okay. Now snow load depends upon the roof slope, snowfall on the ground, then single span or multi-span greenhouse, then whether heated or unheated greenhouse, okay. All these factors affects on the snow load, okay. Now method of construction, okay. First part is that foundation should be strong enough to support the superstructure against the various forces, okay. Then pit or pier foundation is the common because the columns are widely spaced, okay. And then the depth of the foundation should be at least 60 centimeter, reaching to the hard strata with the width of 60 centimeter, okay. So overall depth of the foundation, that will be 60 centimeter up to reaching to the hard strata, okay, and with width 60 centimeter, and the foundation may be made by the RCC, then CC or telescopic, okay. RCC stand for reinforced cement concrete, okay. It is the plain cement concrete. It is a mixture of cement, then fine aggregates, coarse aggregates, okay, and those are reinforced with the steel bars, so it is called as reinforced cement concrete. And this is CC cement concrete, plain cement concrete, or telescopic. This is also type of the foundation, and it structures like a telescope, so it is called as telescopic foundation, okay. Now the next step of the construction in case of the greenhouse, that is flowers, and greenhouse may be grown in soil or without soil. The floor of the greenhouse should have good drainage facility for soil with less cultivation. Sometimes porous concrete floors having the depth of about 10 centimeter are prepared. Okay. The next is point is that frame. The common material of the frame construction are steel, wood, bamboo, aluminium, and again RCC. And the frames includes the columns, then bottom cords. Here is the cord, not card. Bottom cord, truss members, purlins, knee bracing, wind bracing, fittings, members, etc. Okay. Now wood should be treated for the protection from high moisture and terminates, and painted for the better light conditions in the greenhouse. Okay, so whatever wood or timber is going to be used for that greenhouse, it should be protected or it should be properly seasoned. Okay, then coal tar is good preservative for underground portion of the wood, and steel components to be used in the greenhouse frame should be hot dipped. Okay, these hot dip, this is also process for the steel components. Okay, then galvanization to avoid the rusting. Okay, the whatever the metal bars we are going to use there, those should be galvanized, and sometimes reduce the cost. Mild steel is used for frame, or mild steel is used to form a frame. Okay, then mild steel should be painted with 2 coats of red oxides and 2 coats of oil paint to avoid the rusting again, and painting should be carried out at least once in 2 years. Then steel or aluminium frames transmit more light as compared to the wooden one, so you can choose according to the requirements or according to the conditions. Then the frame members should be smooth. Any protruding surface may be damaged the covering material. Okay, so that frame member should be smooth. Okay, the next point is that glazing material fixing. Okay, commonly used glazing materials are glass polyfilm, then polycarbonate sheets, then acrylic sheets, then FRP means fiberglass reinforced plastic sheets, and expect polyfilm. All other materials are rigid and comparatively heavy in weight. Okay, however, the material used for fixing or fitting the glazing materials remains more or less same, and they are fitted with any of the following materials. First one is that wooden battens, generally 1 inch or 1/2 inch battens of any length are used, and however if length is less, then work of fitting increases. Okay, so then for rigid covering material, batten length and length of the covering material should be same. Okay, in case of rigid covering material. Then polyfilm, for polyfilm the length of the batten may be 3 meter or more to have convenient working, and battens may be salwood, tusk, mango, sesame, or silver oak. Okay, and covering materials are fitted in the battens with the help of the nut or bolts. Then next is that plastic grippers. The grippers made in U shape from the plastic are also used. They are available in coils of 100, 200 or 300 meters, and this type of gripper has a protruding surface for ensuring the grip. Nevertheless, for additional firmness, spring clamps are also used. Okay, and over the period, due to the properties of plastic, gripper may be degraded. Okay, then now the next component is used for fitting the covering materials, that is aluminium profiles, and aluminium profiles are shaped in C like this, and the film is fixed in C profile with hammering the PVC pipe, and sometimes the film is also fixed with Z shaped like this with continuous GI wires, means galvanized iron wires. Okay, Now all these method or all this overall procedure of the construction of the greenhouse, then we already discussed in this, or we already learned in this topic, whatever the material is used for the greenhouse. Okay, now this topic is completed here, so thank you for listening.